Hello everybody, good morning. It is time for our Pilates for All class. Oh, what a glorious morning it is as well. Beautiful sunshine, really warm. So yes, we're going to do our Pilates for All. This is the last one. Those of you who've been with me all this year, pretty much on and off, we are finishing the free live classes on Friday. Mainly because we're coming back in June, but also because we have some big news that my son's fiance is having twins and they're inducing her quite early, in fact next week. So we need to, as a family, be ready to help, of course. So hence the classes are stopping a little bit earlier than I'd originally planned. But you've got all the stored ones there as well, and I'm going to leave them up for free so you can access all that content whenever you want to. But now we're going to get, good morning Alba, good morning Diane again. We're going to get into our Pilates for All. So today's class is going to be a combination of some quite basic moves and some nice stretching, so kind of a combo. So we'll do a little bit of mixing up of those different types of things. If you want to work things a little bit harder, then of course you can use your hand weights, you can make the moves more difficult. And if you want to just bring it down a little bit, you can just slow it down, leave bits out you don't like. Good morning Carol, good morning Carolyn, who else is there? That's mainly the gang. Well done everyone, nice to have you all here. And those of you watching this recorded, I hope you enjoy the recorded classes. And like I said, I'm going to leave the content up, so until YouTube or Facebook decide to tell me to take it down, it will stay up there for everyone to use when you want to. Right, I'm going to take my glasses off now because I'm going to end up with them falling over the place, and I'm a bit sweaty, I'll be honest, I'm a bit sweaty. So let's start off on sitting on our bottoms. Remember, you can use the cushions. I think I will today. Last week, you recall, I couldn't do these classes because I had a bottom muscle injury, which sounds a little bit exciting. It wasn't really, just a little bit too much exercising, I think. So basically one of my bottom muscles was a bit sore. So I'm sitting on a cushion because actually that means I'm stretching it, but not extremely. So if I was without the cushion, it would be even more intense. Tuck your chin in for me, bring your spine up lovely and long, and relax those arms. So there's all the tension that we're all building up here, let that go. Big breath in. Exhale. And again, big breath in through the nose. Exhale, pull in the belly as you exhale. We're going to do a little side bend now. So when you're ready, over we go. Just gentle stretch. And then we're going to go the other way. So side bend. Good morning everybody who's joining me now. I can't see who you are because I've not got my glasses on. But welcome. Welcome everybody. I'll name check you in a minute. Hold this one for me. So lean yourself over. Don't let the opposite leg lift. Stretch. Now it doesn't matter where you look. You might want to look up or down. Just have a fiddle about. See what works for you. Can you stretch a bit further? Oh, well done. And the other way. Sometimes I do see in class, this arm kind of collapses. You're not really getting much of a stretch there. The arm brings all these muscles here into the stretch. So it's really worth making that extra little bit of effort and reaching that arm overhead. Good. Bring yourselves back up. Little rotation. So arms in front. Breathe in. Twist. And back round. I like these twists, especially in the morning. If you've woken up feeling a bit stiff, this simple routine, little side bends, little rotations, can really help warm things up. 2 more. 1 more. Good, release your arms down, shake them out. Little bit of neck and shoulder mobility, so arms again are resting on your knees, and then head to one side, hold it there. Same thing like when we were leaning over, don't let the opposite shoulder lift. So keep that nice and low. So if you bring that shoulder up, you're defeating the object. So hold it there. Can you feel this stretch? Yeah, it's a big one, isn't it? And it's where lots of us, me included, we hold a lot of tension in our neck and shoulder muscles. Oh, hello, nice crack sound there. And that's when quite a lot of us get maybe tension headaches. Don't know if you're prone to those. Okay, next time, same thing, head goes over. We're going to push the opposite hand away or tuck it behind your back. So I'm going to try that today because that's quite nice because you're not having to put any strain through that arm, but it is making the stretch a bit more exaggerated. Good, let's go the other way. So either hand out or behind your back. And let the head sort of hang to the side. Oh, lots of tension there. Good work, everybody. Super. Okay, we're going to go to the floor now. So lie yourselves on your back. Let me just quickly say hello to who's here. Nikki's here as well. Hello, Nikki. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. So lying on your backs. We don't need that cushion anymore. That can go away. Okay, so nice straightforward start to the day. We're going to do some pelvic tilts. So check you've got those knees hip width apart. Your tummy's on, but you're not, oh, second to go, but it's not on really hard. Take a breath in, little pelvic tilt, and then release. I always love it when the phone goes when you're doing recordings, or the dog barks, or someone decides to put on some very loud music outside. Little tap. So you push it back into the floor, and release. Back into the floor, release. And we know this is a really lovely one. If your lower back's been a bit tight, this one's a great way to relieve that lower back tension. Okay, next time we're going to go up into a bridge. So breathe in first. Pelvic tilt. Up you come into a bridge. As high as you want to go. Hold it there. And then round yourself all the way down again. Breathe in again. And again. Pelvic tilt. Up to that lovely strong bridge position. Try not to wibble and wobble. Pull your tummy in to hold yourself still, and then round yourself down. This time just a little one, so just go low and then back down again. Just go low. Because what I want us to do when you're doing a pelvic tilt and into bridge, it's not just about that strength position. It's not about the final point. It's actually the movement up and down. So let's go up to that high one now. So work through your back. So it's not always the destination, it's actually the journey. So think about that lovely spinal shape you're making. Now let's go down, same thing. So push your spine down, push it down, push it down, push it down. Oh, till you get to the bottom. Good. Let's have a knee into chest. Draw it in. So we're going to hold this stretch. So I'm putting my knee right in. Some of you might like to extend your other leg because you're feeling very fancy pants. So if you want to, you can. Halfway house, foot on the floor. Can you put your knee in a bit more? And we're going to do a long hold here. So just be patient. Let this stretch happen. Good. Change over. So I'm going to get the other knee. And again, pull it in. Lengthen your leg away. It's quite tempting, especially when you see like the celebrity Pilates videos and things. They go quite quickly, and that's fine. You know, there's a place for that. But often there is also a place for doing stuff really slowly, holding your stretches, letting the body really settle into them. Good, well done. Feet back on the floor. Back to the bridge. We're going to do 4 low lifts and 4 high ones. So take a breath in. Let's start with a low one. So it's 4. Smoothly down, and I can feel that one. It's not just the spine. I can feel my shoulder blades having to do a little bit of stretching there. 2 more. Now my palms are up. You can have them down if you want. Just work out what is best for you. And again. And then we're going to do 4 high ones. So breath in first. Up you go. If you want to make this harder, you could lift a foot off the floor or something, guys. So if you want that option, you've got it. Down we go. And again. Now as you're rising, you're pulling in your belly, you're drawing up your pelvic floor. Get to the top, hold it there, you can even clench your bottom. And then down we go. Tilt your hips. And I think that's the hardest bit. Getting your back to the floor on the way down before you bottom. That's the target. So tuck your hips under, push your spine down and try and get that back there before you bottom. Last one, up we go. High, hold it, breath in. Down we go. Good. And this time instead of one knee into chest, we're going to grab both. So both knees, pull them in. Oh, good lower back stretch. And if you want extra, up into a ball. Hold it here, breathe if you can. Well, definitely breathe, but don't have to breathe deep. Good, well done. Feet down to the floor. Open your arms out lovely and wide. We're going to go to our Supermind Twist. Have your feet and knees together or apart, doesn't matter. Breath in. Legs go one way. They come back into centre and they go the other. So it's so smooth. Everything moving at the same pace. Quite often in class, what I'll see is the legs are really smooth and then they go bonk. And that's because you've stopped holding on to tummy muscles. You've basically gone, oh, I'll let them go now. She won't know, but I do. So hold, pull the belly in. That's it. And then not only are we getting this nice rotation through the spine, but we're also working our stomach muscles and our waist muscles. So that's good, isn't it? Don't forget you can have your knees up higher if you want to make it harder. Good, last one. Excellent. Arms down beside you, breath in. Leg extensions. I want long, straight legs. I'm going to flatten my foot and push my heel away because I like that hamstring stretch. But if you want to, you could just point and then you're stretching down the front of your leg. So you know what? Horses for courses. You can choose. And that's what I like with the more we do Pilates. One, the harder it gets because you get better at it and so you're more aware of what you should be doing. But also you can tweak things to suit yourself. You know, so if you think, well actually I think my front of my shins are feeling a bit tight, in which case you might want to do that point. You know, so just kind of, you can take the bits you like and leave out the bits you don't. 2 more to go. Keep those tummy muscles on. 1 more. Good. And again, in come those knees, but this time open them wide and then pull them in. Not a glamorous position. I'm sorry about that, but lovely lower back stretch. Can you feel that? Breathe in. Pull those knees in a bit more. I'm hoping you're feeling quite a big stretch all the way around your lower back and hips. A little bit longer. Good work. Okay, bring the feet to the floor. We're going to do some leg lowering now. So when you're ready, one leg comes up, pull it in over your belly, then the other one. Either have your knees here or in tabletop. Tabletop's harder. Even harder is slightly away. So depending who's watching, I don't know now, but if you're regulars at class, you know perhaps you should be at least in tabletop. Breathe in, toe tap, and back. Now what you should be seeing, I hope, because I can't really see the screen now, hopefully all you can see is I'm moving my leg, but I'm not moving anything else. So my back isn't arching, my other leg isn't moving like that, everything's really still. And I say in class, imagine you've got something resting on that leg there that's very precious and very fragile. So you mustn't let it fall off. That's it. So it doesn't matter what it might be, but keep everything really controlled so you're not letting that knee wobble. And the reason why I want you to do that is if your legs are still, that means your pelvis is still. And if your pelvis is still, that's because you've pulled your tummy muscles in and your tummy muscles are holding your pelvis still. Yeah? So I know therefore that you are working your tummy muscles. But if I let my tummy muscles go, I'm going to start getting this kind of thing going. I'm going to start getting movement. Okay, let's just do 2 more. 1 more. Good. And again, knees come into chest. Give them a little hug. This time, hand on top of each knee. Rotate your knees around. Lovely rotation. Okay, so we're going to do something a little bit harder now. If you find it too difficult, go back to what we were just doing. So legs in that tabletop position. One leg is going to toe tap down, and that same leg is going to extend away and come back in. Other leg's going to tap down and extend away. Now I'm not touching my foot to the floor on that second extension. So I'm just lengthening it. Now that's quite hard. If you want to make it easier on the second move, just go up in the air. It doesn't have to be down. So harder option would be low. Easier option would be higher. Yeah. Let's do 4 more. Breathe. I'm really conscious. I've got my eyes closed because those are sunny. I'm not complaining. 3 more to go. Tummies on, everybody, remember? We should be feeling this now. Are we feeling it? I'm feeling it. 2 more. And 1 more. Oh, well done. And again, in come those knees. This time, circle both knees. Your back will move as well, don't worry about it. Circle both knees round, circle both knees back round the other way. Fantastic. Feet to the floor. You're going to do a little bit of chest lift work, also known as sit-ups. So hands behind your head. Breathe in. Come up slowly, so it's up, up, and then down, down. Now I don't mind if you tuck your chin, or if you prefer to keep your chin off your chest, so it's a real open movement. Sometimes I alternate them, so I do a chin tuck, not a tin chuck, and then I'll go chin away. You have to really think about that. So either tuck it in, or have it away, or, you know what, mix it up, you choose. Give me another 4, 3, 4, 2, 1 more, 1. Excellent, good work. So we're going to go back and do those again. But this I want you to take your right foot and place it on top of your left knee. And open your right knee out nice and wide for me. Now, that might make you feel a bit wobbly. I don't want this left leg to flop over to the side. So make sure it's still nice and straight. Hands behind your head. Breathe in. Let's go. So it's up, up. Down, down. Now, it's a bit weird with that leg crossed. The balance through the pelvis has changed. But I still want you to try and make your sit-up straight. Can you pull your tummy in? 4 more to go. That's 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Oh. Legs down, give them a little shake, and then change over. You knew that was coming, didn't you? You knew you were going to change over. Okay, so same thing as before. Hands behind your head, breath in. Let's go. So it's up, up, down, down. And again. Down, down. I can hear a big bumblebee buzzing about. That means rescuing in a minute. Keep going. Couple more, guys. Exhale. Inhale. 3 more. 2 more. Oh. 1 more. Well done. Get those knees in. And then stretch yourselves out. Like that. Give your hips a little rock side to side. Well done, everybody. Okay, we're going to roll onto our sides. So nice and slowly. There's no rush. Onto our sides. Okay, so with side work, head down is normally more comfortable than up here, but you could have it there if you wanted to. Feet are flat, and you've got a straight line on your body. So just check you're not doing a wee bit of cheating and bringing those legs forward. Top leg comes up. I'm going to rest my head down there. Now we're going to do some side balances. So for that, make sure you haven't rocked back onto your bottom. Tummy muscles pulled in. Okay, I can cheat actually. I'm not going to cheat. Okay, top leg, little lift and lower. So it's lift and lower. Now, up to you how hard you make this. If you want to make it harder, you could lift your bottom leg as well. Oops, it's just falling over. Don't fall over though, like that. And again. Good. Okay, so lift, lift. Now, that's tough. It's hard work, even though it's very slow. As you lift your leg, that's when you pull in, and then you relax a little bit. Good. Stop at the top there for me. Point your foot and give me some little circles. Just little ones from the hip. That's it. Back round the other way. Some of you might have your hand up there because you like to look good, so I don't blame you if you do. Good. Flat foot, hold your balance. Now everybody, see if you can suck your tummy in a bit more. Go on, give it a go. Pelvic floor coming up on your exhale. Fabulous. And relax. Whoa. Do you feel the muscles working there? We're going to come over onto our other side. So no hurry. Take your time. Round we go. All the way over. Set yourselves up, so don't rush into anything till you feel ready. Staring straight ahead. Top leg lifts. Here we go. Lift, lower. breathing. I'm trying not to be tense around my face. Arm up, foot off the floor as well if you want to. Stop at the top, point your toe, little circles. So hand on the floor is absolutely fine. Back round the other way with that leg. Round we go. Good work, everyone. Back to flat foot. Hold it there. Hold your balance. Excellent. I'm sure you're doing absolutely brilliantly, everybody. Tummies in, pelvic floor lifted. Smile to yourself that you're very impressed with yourself, that you're doing this and no one's making you. And then relax. Oh, good. Gently over onto your tummy. So we're going to do a nice old thigh stretch now. Lengthen through your legs so your hips are really close to the floor. Head relaxes down. Take hold of one leg. Now, if you just can't get that leg there for whatever reason, try lying on your side and grabbing it. Or remember, if you've got a band nearby, hook that around your foot. Whichever position you're in, we're going to hold it. So head's relaxed. As you exhale, let the body sink down. Especially if you do a lot of other exercise, maybe you do running and walking and things like that, these thigh muscles can get ever so tight. So I want you to really properly stretch them now. Push your hips down again. And hold it there. Breathe. Exhale. Brilliant. We're going to go to the other leg. So release that one. Grab hold of your other foot. Again, head's relaxed down, and once more we're going to ease our hips down. And we're trying to let this stretch happen, so do your best not to fight it. Allow the muscles to lengthen, and so doing we're going to improve those muscles and improve the joints. Well done. Release your leg down. We're going to come up to our hands and knees. So push your hands under your armpits. Bring yourselves up onto your hands and knees. Time for a little cat stretch. So take a breath in. Arch your back up. Tuck your chin in. Bottom tucks under. So you're feeling really strong and rounded in that spine. And then back through flat back. And all the way through to the bottom. And then let's go back through to neutral, back through cat stretch, hold, all the way down, slow and steadily, down through to cow, and then back to neutral again. So we're really working through those different spine shapes. Seeing as we're in this position, we're going to do a little bit of balancing on our hands and knees. I'm going to walk forward just a little bit because I haven't got any space. Okay, take a breath in. We're going to take a hand forward, and then back. Other hand forwards, and then back. Little tap, return. Then we're going to do the same thing with the legs. So little tap, return. Now we've done this lots of times before. Some of you might already be on opposites, in which case go for it. The rest of us are going to join you now. So opposite hand and leg, little tap, bring back. Now I'm just skimming them along the ground, but harder option would be, kicking the chair, would be right up there. I'm going to keep mine low though, because this is a Pilates for all class, but you guys can take a higher option if you like. Okay, next time we're going to hold that position, so hold it there. Pull in your tummy, draw up your pelvic floor. Can you lift a hand and foot a tiny bit? Pop them down. And again. Pop them down. Once more. Good. Slide them back in. Other opposites. Out we go. Little lift and down. Little lift and down. One more. Little lift and down. Great. Bring yourselves back. Give your wrists a shake out because they can get quite uncomfortable, can't they? Now, we're going to do a down dog now as a stretch. So we're going to bring ourselves up and hold a down dog. If you hate down dogs, go back to the cat stretch and cow. Do you remember? Everybody else. Hands out lovely and wide. Tuck your toes under. Up you come. And we're going to hold our down dog because they are such a good stretch. So rather than having your body weight forward, push it back. Ease your heels down. Tilt your bottom up. Hips are lovely and high. You're pressing your chest in towards your thighs. And you're going to hold it. Breathe in. Push back down again. Let those heels go. We're trying to stretch our, really from the bottom of our heel all the way up to our bottom muscles that are continuing across our back. Let's just bend one knee and ease the other heel down a bit more. Gently swap over. Put both heels down now. Keeping those hips tilted. Breathe in. One more push. Oh. And then down you come. Drop those knees down. Oh, not all the blood rushing to our heads. And very slowly rolling over onto your back. So no hurry. All the way over onto your back. And we're going to finish off with a lovely twist. So crossing one leg over the other. So I've done my right over left. Both legs go left for me. All the way over. Oh, hang on, that's the microphone dying. So let the arms settle out wide. And your legs are releasing. So don't fight it. Exhale. And I can feel bottom muscle stretching through there. Rotation through the spine. If you can, look away. So if my knees are going left, I'm going to look right. And we're just going to let the stretch be. So don't rush out of it. Each exhale, soften yourself down a bit more. Well done. Slowly bring everything back to the middle. Oh, nice and steadily. Cross that other leg over and over go the legs again. Slowly controlled till they touch the floor. And you're looking again to your opposite hand. Couple more deep breaths. Wonderful. Everything comes back into the middle. Give your knees a nice big hug, maybe a little bounce. Oh. And we're going to go into our relaxation, so don't even bother getting up. Just stretch yourselves out. I'm going to find, where did I put my glasses like that? So stretch yourselves out. Have a drink if you've got a drink now, if you want one. Hello Alba, hello Kathy. Who else has joined us? Carol, Carol, brilliant. Right everybody, relaxation time. So lie yourselves down. I'm going to change the track. There we go. Time to rest, time to relax. Thinking about those slow, steady breaths. Do you remember we tried the box breathing before? Which is great if you've got a stressful experience or you're maybe finding you're getting very stressed. So you breathe in for a count of 4, you hold for a count of 4, you exhale for a count of 4, and you hold that emptiness for a count of 4. It can be a count of 3, it can be a count of 5, doesn't matter, but we're looking for that lovely controlled breathing with the holds. So why don't I give that a little go, see if it suits you. Well done, everybody. Have a little stretch. Sorry about that noise. That was my microphone playing up. Have a little stretch out. Oh, and then when you're ready, nice and gently, roll onto your sides. Oh, come up to sitting. Well done, everybody. I hope you enjoyed yourselves there. It was lovely to have you here, as always. Had a nice bird song there, didn't we? As well as the pheasant that's adopted our garden at the minute. We've named him Phil, obviously, Phil the pheasant. So yeah, lovely to have you all here. As you probably already know, the classes are finishing online for free at the end of this week. I did say at the end of the month, but my son's fiance is having her babies. Their twins are due to be induced on Wednesday. So they may come before then, but we've decided that probably would be better to help them get themselves sorted on the lead up. So hence the stopping a little bit earlier. Yeah, very exciting for us as a family, obviously. But you've got all the recorded classes and things there. I hope. I want to come back and do Facebook Live, but that will mean we've got another pandemic, so I don't really want to do them again. So hopefully I won't have to see you again live. But to all of you who've been with me, especially those at a distance, you know, Diane and Carolyn, who are nowhere near here, thank you. It's been a pleasure having you with me, and I hope to see. Well, I'll see you soon, Diane. I know I will, and hopefully I'll see you again soon, Carolyn. But we've got the rest of the week to go, so don't tune off yet. We've got up till Friday, and then we have got bite-sized strength arms in 10 minutes. So if you're thinking, oh, I feel really relaxed now, no, get yourself sorted. Get yourself a chair today, because we're going to use that like a kitchen chair, and I'll see you guys all in about 10 minutes time, hopefully. So have a good day if you're not joining me for that, and the rest of you guys, see you in 10 minutes. Bye, everybody.